What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Show. It's your girl, G Girl. I am about to get a special artist from Louisiana to Boston 617, Demetris Stewart. This is interview number 434 interviews that I've done in 3.5 years. So give the artist a chance to come on here, and we're going to start this Iccy Show. If you want to be a guest on my Iccy Show, inbox your girl, Jackie Brown with 2 C's, i.e. Brown. I am booked until May 2022, but I do have some cancellations in March. R.I.P. a legend from Boston 617, Don Hazel. Today he was laid to rest. My condolences to him and his family. So let this artist get on here and we will start this Iccy Show. Salute to everyone. Put your area codes where you're tuning in from. Here we go.
What's up?
Welcome to the Iccy Show. How you doing tonight?
Man, work. You heard me with my hard head on. Granny, hey, it's 5 o'clock over here. You know, and you say 6 o'clock, so I'm thinking, you know, we on the same time, but y'all, it's 5 o'clock over there, 6 o'clock over there, 5 over here. So we didn't get it right, but thank God we on here. Let's get it.
Yes, definitely. This is Demetris Stewart from Louisiana to Boston 617. Welcome to the Iccy Show, sir. I see you doing a lot of things going on with you over there. You working, plus you're in this industry, so I know, and you're a husband, so I know that's hard to do to maintain.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm about to grace of God. You know, I get all my strength from him. You know, condolences to Brother Clarence. You know what I'm saying? Over there. I love that you got on that. But Clarence, you know,
you're breaking up.
Clarence, you know what I'm saying? She right. What's up?
We can't hear you. You're breaking up.
Oh, I'm breaking up?
Yeah, now we can hear you right there. Okay. So
Yeah.
say what you just said again so we can hear you nice and clear so you get it.
Already. You know, I gave my card. He give me the wheel. I want to give a big shout out to you. What you doing? I to Brother Clarence. You got your ride right there. You know what I'm saying? You go riding for you. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you definitely. So I see your schedule. I see that you got a lot of things going on. One thing is Guns Down, Stop the Violence. Now are you the CEO of that, or did someone else start that? Peace King.
No, it's Lucian. And he reached that I got this song, Pray For Me. Got the other song, they say. But it's all about trying to get the youngsters' mind right, because a lot of this kind of do what they do.
Okay,
so
okay.
Willing to help the violence and the killing around here.
So is the violence strong out there, or is it
It's real. We there cities around here.
I can't hear you. You keep going in and out on your volume.
I don't know why. I hear I'm trying to go on this bathroom. Like a little brother.
Maybe it's the reception inside the building.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You hear me better now?
What did you say?
You hear me a little better?
Say what is the street, you said the streets are bad out there?
Yeah, it's crucial out here.
Okay, now we can hear you. Perfect. Stay right there where you're at. Don't move.
Right.
So are you considered OG out there in Louisiana? What you're trying to do?
Oh yeah, I'm a real out of soldiers, out of prison. So a lot of OGs these days, they just using the youngsters up to do their dirty work. A real OG really young though, man. Bro. They gonna tell them a real OG gonna tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Man, that ain't cool, bro. It's your job. Selling dope ain't gonna last forever. You know, come on, man. You know, you got kids. Live for your kids. It ain't about you no more. That's what real
Right,
OG.
right. So I like how you do your positive quotes every single day. I've been following you, seeing what you've been doing on your page and stuff.
It's all about motivation. You know, the internet is what you make of it. You can make billions of dollars. You can bless people. You can motivate people. You know, I'm not the type that's put. I went to McDonald's, ain't put no ketchup in my bag. Somebody ain't picked up this napkin on the floor right. You know, that's minor stuff. The world already hurting with the coronavirus and all this other food going on. Come on, man. Somebody need to be uplifted. So that's why I stand out. I hold my hand out like they said when I go to churches and speak to people. I say, now wiggle your thumb. Your thumb doing it the opposite way. Be different, be unique, stand out, don't try to fit. So that's what I do. I want to stand out. How you gonna see his motivation, inspiration?
Right, right. And I seen some of your songs. I shared some today.
Yeah,
Uh, I have I have five on my top right here actually. So one is Stay Focused.
yeah. I'm shooting the video tomorrow. Shooting that video tomorrow. Yeah,
So and then I seen an old one, R.I.P. Mama.
yeah, yeah.
My condolences to you.
Yeah. I lost my career. My fault because I was young, 16, shooting people, wilding out. You know, so I feel like that's my fault. My fault.
Do you think you hit the streets because you lost your mom at a young age?
Nah, I was already in the streets. You know, my mom was on drugs, my pop was on drugs, so I had to get my mom on drugs to not go and get raped and stuff like that. So I had to it hurt me, but I know one thing, she was safe at home. She had to go out there and get hurt, you know. So it was a bittersweet thing.
Yeah. Pray for me.
So that's my jam now. Everybody be proud, you know. You know, people run to judge you and help you. So why judge me? Pray for me. Let's pray for each other. Pray for me and pray for you. You love me, I love you too. People gonna talk down on you if you're a Christian. People gonna talk down on you if you're broke. People gonna talk down on you if you're rich. No matter what you're doing, they gonna say something about you. So you gotta tell them, keep my name praying for me.
Right, right.
It was a street song, but I wasn't personal. It was a church song I can go to the churches and schools and perform.
Right, right. Why don't you become a mentor and go around the schools out there when you have I know that you're doing a kids a talent party
Yeah,
coming up.
yeah. I see you been looking now. That's what's up. I see you're real on your interview. You more than what I expected. You feel me? So I salute you on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do my research. I do my research. I do on every single artist or anybody that's coming on my page just so I can know just in case there's gonna
yeah.
be a
Right,
conflict with something,
right,
you have to.
right, right. So I see you doing big breakfast soon, you know, real talk. Real talk.
So how do they is the kids talent party, is it all filled up, or if there's other children that want to join it, how did they join it?
Well, it last week, you know, so we went to take a partner, Rob from No Limit for Recovery. He dude out there like me, using drugs and changed his life around. He got a nonprofit organization bringing
You're
stuff.
breaking up. You're breaking up. I don't mean to cut
Yeah,
you off, but I want to hear what you're saying because I know a lot of people want to know too. So I know
yeah.
that they want to know. What if you go outside? You think you have better a service outside?
Let me try.
Because we need to
Yeah,
hear what you got going on because these are important things. We need more
yeah,
people like
right.
you, being the OG that you are.
Yeah,
We need the younger generation to hear what you have to say because you're trying to make a positive turn. And that's important nowadays because a lot of people are into the violence and it seems like more violence is happening. Like I said, we just lost the OG. Today we laid him to the rest in Boston 617. And he was a go-getter and he put a lot of people on his movies. My acting started because of this man, and I didn't even go to acting school. And then my Iccy Show's been around longer, but we need to hear what you got to say, because I know you're making a difference around the world.
Yeah. It's just like around. You can hear me better now?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right.
He's working, guys. He's working. Look at this. This is what I'm talking. This is a dedication artist right here. He's on the job, and he's doing this interview live right now on the Iccy Show. So that's exclusive. You know what I'm saying? So salute to you. And so the kids talent party. So how did they get onto that, or tell us about that?
Well, we just trying to do some positive things. Hold on. Sound better now? You can
Let
hear
me
me?
see. I can hear you now.
Yeah, all right. Well, the thing came about, okay, yeah, the thing is just the kids, they just seeing so much, like, from teenage, from 3 years old, about 13, them the kids we looking for. So if we get them started, got some, mind putting the money behind them, and try to really get them out. What negativity, that's the world. So 13 up, they come already. We catch them young and we lead them in the right path. I feel like we can do it. I need the parents, us, bring them around a real positive environment and lead them in the right.
Right. That's important, especially with this generation nowadays. It's younger than when we were growing up. I'm 43 years old, and people were hitting the streets like 15, 13. But now you're seeing 10-year-olds, you're seeing 11-year-olds out on the block, and
Right.
that's really young to be out there.
Right.
Think about it. We need to make that change. We need to get them off of that. Make them have a better foundation, a better for their brain to stay in school. Hitting the streets isn't going to save you. You know what I'm saying? You're either going to be in jail or you're either going to be dead, and that's basically what it's going to be if you stay in the streets that young. And it's sad to say, but that's the reality. And people don't be real with these kids, and they'll be like, oh, you're going to make this much money, you're going to make this much money. I understand we're in a crisis right now about money situation. And when we were growing up, there was churches you could go to. They would give you they would help you out and stuff. They don't have that now. So a lot of things got taken away.
A lot of parents, they being friends to the kids. That if you something, stay on that. You got to put their ass, do whatever you got to do, put them in the renaissance to make them know you got to play by. Or you ain't it simple. You can't play. Your boy and all these other get high and pop pills and blah. Foolish. That's foolish. So
We can't. You're going in and out so much. Like I'm trying to hear you, but you're going in and out.
I'm going on that end.
What time you get out?
I get off at 7.
So 7, that would be 8 o'clock over here.
Yeah.
It's like when you start talking, it goes, it
Yeah.
picks you up, but then it takes you out.
Yeah.
Let them know your information when they can contact you.
Oh, the echo. This really messing me up too. know if I go outside, it's gonna really be loud. They are really good.
So, is it cold out there?
Yeah, it's nothing outside.
Now, see if we can hear you.
Huh?
Oh, you can't hear us.
I can. It ain't echoing out of what.
Okay, so let them know your information where they can contact you if they want to book you.
Yeah, y'all want to contact me? Too Clean ENT. Just do Too Clean ENT. My Instagram, Too Clean Stay Focused. My YouTube, Too Clean Entertainment with the number 2 CLEAENT. My Snapchat, Positive Too Clean. My my cash app, Too Clean Positive. You feel? Yeah. My Twitter, Too Clean ENT. Everything Too Clean ENT. The number 2 CLEANENT. I'm a positive brother. You know, appreciate Iccy. The Iccy Show for putting me on. Shout out to my brother, Carlos Stewart. My phone number 832. Yeah, 832 888 4928. 832-888-4928. I'm at work, sorry. I'm thinking it's 6 o'clock over there too. But the time was off, but we still gonna make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in a year in this industry?
Oh, I see myself in a year. Hey, I can see myself still doing shows. You know, I can still be doing shows. I'm gonna manage a few people, put them on board. You know, a lot of money, blessing a lot of people, touring around this world, doing church to church. I might call touring around the world, church to church. Going to schools, touring around the world, going to different schools, just motivate my people. That's all I'm about, motivation.
Yes, you
And
definitely
I
are,
let y'all
because
know, I do not drink, I do not smoke, I do not pop pills. 31 months sober. You don't have to be high to make yourself feel like you're somebody. The sober way is the best way to me. I learned
facts.
that the hard way.
Facts. That's facts. It's true. I used to smoke weed, not anymore. I stopped 2 months ago. So I know what you're talking about. But I used to be a big pothead, not anymore.
Yeah, it feels good though. I'm sober, you know. A lot of people thought I couldn't do it. I put on my Facebook every day. I'm 1 month sober, 2 months, well, 1 day sober, I waited 90 days. So when I reached 90 days, I guess a lot of people say, oh, that's lucky. He's still doing something. That's lucky. He can't do it no more. So I did 90 more days. Now I'm 31 months.
Awesome. That's awesome. That's really awesome. That's crazy though, because the people that put us down or put you down, that makes you go harder, right?
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah.
makes you go harder.
So. Like I tell anybody, you keep first, have faith, be big, work hard, never quit. 99% grind, 1% sleep, 0% negativity. And worry about
Right.
what they talk about, worry about what you about. You know?
Right.
Yeah, you don't
That's
have to have
important.
no 4.0 grade point average to get where you need to be in life. A lot of smart people don't people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Good talk.
Yeah, it's true.
You just gotta have a good personality and a hard grind. You get where you need to be.
Yeah, and you're doing your hard grind right now because you're working and you're on the Iccy Show right now. So salute to you.
With my hard hat on.
No, your job
Yeah.
seems complicated over there. Too complicated for me, but you do that. So what made you start getting into this music industry instead of doing the streets? Like, were you in trouble a lot? Were you like, what made you do a twist, a turn for the best?
Well, I came my life, for my kids. My kids is my strength. If I'm locked up in jail, it's gonna hurt my kids way more than it's gonna hurt me. My kids, My kids can't come see me. They can't cover what they want to cover. They got a problem. Okay, daddy, I got a flat tire. Or daddy, this and that. You know, me being able to help them, it's like every time I go help them, it's like catching a check that feels good to me.
Yes,
So that's
I know the feeling.
my life been over with when I started having kids. My life been over with. I live for them now. Back it up for them now. Heard me? Got me a
Yes.
decent job. Out here at the plant, get money. You ain't got to sell dope to get where you want to get. Get your decent job, save your money, stack it up, and invest in yourself. That's what it's about.
Right, right, definitely. And is your children in the industry or no?
Well, I got a son. You know he rap. Just trying to get his mind right. His name Young Have Not. He on YouTube. Young Have Not. HUNG Have Not. HFBNOT. Yeah, that's he go hard though.
Are you his manager?
Nah, he don't really mess with me like he should though. But that's his fault. He lose stuff.
Uh,
He mad because Pop. What's up? He mad. I guess he mad because Pop going harder than him. So hey, step the game up, yo.
right, right. And on the kids talent party, how many kids have you had sign up for that?
Oh, I just posted the other day, but I never just reached out to people yet. You know, I haven't reached out. I know a lot of people gonna sign up because February the 22nd, I'm doing a award ceremony. It's everything free. I'm buying the trophies. We're gonna get the building at my partner shop. And you know, we just looking out for the artists, looking out for the comedians, the DJs, just motivate them.
That's awesome. That's awesome to do that. A lot of people will charge if they do an award show, and
Yeah,
they'll charge an arm and a leg. And you know what's crazy? The legend we lost in Boston 617, he should have got a award. You know why? Because he broke record for Boston. He had the movie come out, and he was the only one doing it for the hood, bringing all the different hoods together, making them, work together. And Don Hazel, the one that passed away, was the only one that got to do that. And it's sad that he's gone, but he definitely deserved an award from Boston. He was in the 61 years old. He did gospel, and he was also an artist too. And it's sad he didn't even get an award. You know, and life's too short. So I salute to you what you're doing with the award show. We need a lot more people that are out there that can do an award show and make it happen, and I commend you 1000% what you're doing, because we need more positive out there, and it sucks that this gentleman didn't get an award when he really deserved it. There's artists that got award and that they didn't deserve it because they didn't put the hard work in it. You can't just expect to get an award and you're not putting the work into it. You know what I'm saying? And this gentleman, he put the work in. When I say he was 61 years old, he put a lot of people together in the movies, and he was an artist. And I commend you because you're an artist and you're doing things for the streets and you're doing things for other artists and putting award shows. That's hard to do everything. And I salute to you 1000% because we need people like you. So when's that award show? Can you hear
February
me?
22nd.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
You heard me?
No, I didn't hear you. What did you say, sir?
Yeah, February the 22nd.
Okay,
February the 22nd.
And where can they tune in to watch it, the award show?
Yeah, most likely I'll go live on my Facebook.
Okay, all right, cool. So make sure you tune in to this gentleman right here. He's doing a lot of positive for his community in Louisiana. They have a lot of street violence out there. And he has an event called Guns Down, Stop the Violence that he is the CEO of. And he does positive quotes every day. Follow him on Facebook. Demetris Stewart is a very great man. He's doing positive things, and we need a lot more people like that. We need to put the guns down. We need to come and love more. Life's too short. You know what I'm saying? Life is too short. We lost the legend in Boston. Unfortunately, we lost a big legend, and he was doing a lot of great things for people. And, you know, I salute to you 1,000. And another song I have is For My Hood, Loc Bandit. I love that song of yours.
Which one?
For My Hood, Loc Bandit.
Oh yeah, my hood. That's my brother.
Oh, okay. I thought that was you, but I like that. That's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, that's my brother. That's my real brother right there. I'm trying to get his mind right too. He got talent. I'm trying to get his mind right too.
Yes, yes, yes. Please get your mind right because you're a great artist, sir. And for your brother, I'm saying he's a great artist, and he needs to stay focused on that music because that material was excellent. Um, and like I said, you got some great songs out there, and I love what you're doing for your
I
community.
appreciate that.
And when do you think you're gonna do another? Do you have to be from Louisiana to get an award and for the talent show for the kids?
No, no, it was just a thing just for my city. You know, it was just something for the city because I just posted out there to say, okay, vote for who every category. I had like 13 different categories. I said, y'all vote for each category, you know. I know I could have been on there, but it ain't about me. It's about motivating my people. You know, so everybody pick. Like I told them, comment under the post. You can see what's going on. So you can't. It ain't nothing behind the walls and this and that. You can see everybody who voted. Count them yourself. Where it can be original. Let you know we ain't doing no cheating or none of that. And make it feel more relaxed.
Tag me in that again after we get off here so I can share it to my page. You remind me a lot of Don Hazel, you know, being an OG and
Yeah,
you're trying to make a difference for your whole city. And that's important, you know. That
yeah.
makes me sad how much you're like him. You know, we're all our different people, but he was similar to you. You know, he's trying to have everyone unite in this music industry. And, you know, he did shows, he was a manager, he was a producer, he did everything like you're doing, and he didn't care about himself. He wanted to make sure his people were happy. And that, you know, I salute you 1,000%. It makes me so sad. You're gonna make me cry how much you remind me of him. And you know, God is gonna, God is good. You know, God is gonna help you in the way you want to go. You know, and you know, I salute to you 1,000, sir, 1,000% from the Iccy Show because you deserve it. You deserve an award yourself because I've seen all the
Hey,
material
hey,
you have. You have a lot of material.
God give my award every day. He wake me up.
Yes, amen, amen.
Yeah, for real though. Like I say,
Biblical.
when I pass away, you know, I don't need the t-shirts and all that. You know, give my flowers right now. You know,
Yes,
give my flowers, the t-shirts and all that. Be fake love, like your other dog say. He said they hate you to death while you're living, but they give you that fake love when you're dead.
facts,
My
facts.
flowers now, you know. I ain't better than nobody. I ain't smart than nobody. I feel like I just work harder than everybody.
Right, right. And that's sad that you say that because that's how Don Hazel was. He was the same exact way you are. You know, he wanted, you know, he deserved an award. And like you're like, give me your flowers now while you're here. And you know, it's true. Everything you're doing, you're doing guns down, stop the violence. You're doing positive quotes every single day. I've been monitoring you for 30 days and you do it every single day, and it's never about you. You're always about other people. And you're
Yeah.
an artist and you're a big artist and you're doing a kids talent party, which is, you know, I salute to you. The kids are the future, and people don't understand that. They always think, oh, about me. When we got to stop making a difference for the children, we got to put the guns down because if we don't, the children aren't going to have anything. It's bad enough everything is gone. And, you know, we need a lot more coming together. Uniting is the key, and people don't understand that about the uniting. You know what I'm saying? So I salute to you. Now, do you have an album coming out?
Now I'm just doing songs. You know, I'm just doing songs. Got it on Reverb Nation. That's it. But I got enough songs to put an album together, but I'm just dropping songs, you know, that's it. Have
I know
fun
you.
with it.
That's why I'm like, when's your album coming out? I was YouTubing you and everything. I'm like, why don't you have an album?
Yeah, you're right. I yeah, I got enough songs. I got songs that ain't nobody heard. So I just drop songs though. That's it. You know, I don't look at myself as an artist. I just look at myself as a motivational speaker, but I'm rapping.
Right,
That's what I look at myself. You know, because a lot of rappers, they feel like they call themselves a rapper to make themselves feel a certain way. I was real in the streets before the music. I had money, I had women, I had jewelry, I had all that. So the music was just another avenue for me to just be legal and help my people. And it's working, you know.
yes,
I want to be able to get on and get my people jobs. You know, open this. Okay, what you want to do? Like when I hit that big lick, I ain't just gonna get my money away. Okay, if they want a lawn service, okay, I'll help you invest in your lawn service. What you want to do? You want a car wash? I will help you invest in your car wash. So generate money, keep coming in. Don't just give them the money; they're gonna blow it out. But if
right,
you start up a business and you mess that up, it's on you. You ain't gotta come back to me no more. But if you make money, you happy.
right, right.
Yeah,
That's important. That's important. And we, what kills me is like, the richest, like the people that are rich, they don't try to give a loan to the younger people, that are trying to make a difference and they get out in the streets. I understand it's a trust thing, but you could do contracts, so you don't get screwed at the end of the day and you're making a difference. You're helping get them off the streets. And, I salute to you. You're doing some big boss moves, and I salute to you, OGs. Definitely out there in Louisiana.
trying to walk away some stores everywhere around here.
Well,
I thought I'm gonna keep walking a little quiet. I see these dogs everywhere. What you
I
say?
definitely will get you again on the Iccy Show. I know you're working and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, motivated me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like the way you tell your business. Yeah, I like the way you. Hey, hey, you surprise me. I ain't gonna lie. I've been watching your other shows, but being on here with you, and then the questions you asking, and you've been investigating like the feds on me. You feel me? I like it. Yeah, yeah, I
Thank
like
you.
it.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
Yeah, real talk, real talk. Hey, I'm gonna make me a post, and everybody know, man. Y'all better get in with it, man. Motivation. Yeah, this motivates me.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I got
And
you, man. Real.
I like to see, I like to see how you match your wife too. I seen you guys matching the same outfit a couple of times on your pictures, and I
Oh yeah,
love that. That's real love, you know what I'm saying? And real love is not out there. And you guys are like a power couple, and we need to see that more out there
yeah, you're
because
right. Right.
there's a lot of fake love people in relationships that they shouldn't be in relationships. They should let go instead of cheating on either the male to the female to the male. But I like how you guys are. You can tell you're really in love. And I love how you match each other. That's like true love. You don't see that no more. You always see fake stuff. But I can say 2022, I've been seeing a lot of people getting engaged, and that made me happy because I've been saying last year, I'm like, we need more engagements, not these divorces, not this fake love. We need more art. We need more people to get engaged, and I've been seeing that. So I commend everyone that got engaged. I'm commending everyone that's staying in a real relationship. They're not faking it. And I salute to you and your wife for many, many years to come together. Happiness, healthiness. And I love the grind that you both have. And I'm happy she's included in some of your movements, what you're doing. That's hard to be in this industry and have someone that's a team player to be on your side and help you grow for your company, to be an artist, to be out there helping kids get off the streets, helping do the award show. That's important to, really hard in this industry. So I salute to you and your wife.
You saw the video. All I need is you.
You what?
Saw the video. All I need is you. Video.
Your video?
Yeah, me and my wife.
I seen that
Yeah,
yes, I
all I
seen
need.
it.
Yeah, it's, like I told her, she caught me at a time where I was challenging myself. I'm somebody I thought I never could be. I never thought I could be faithful. So, I don't cheat on them, can't no females, show no screenshot of me flirting with none of that, My mind is on God and getting this money right now. That's it. That's like that Stack It Up song. You
Yes.
don't know about no studio. So I say, look, we was going to the studio. I say, look, all I need you to say is just stack it up. That's all I need you to say. I don't know nothing about no studio, so we get in the booth. I was saying my little part, what I'm saying? They the best stuff, let the road nigga get some money, you can keep it real, you can get whatever from it. I lost everything I had all my life. You're not a hustler if you can't bounce back twice. I'm on my shit, in my own lane, getting rich by, I say, I don't need your fake love. Then I say, I don't need your fake love. Then she say, stack it up. That's all I need you to say. They made the whole song. Stack it
Yeah.
up. Y'all go check that video out on YouTube. Stack it up, man.
Yeah, check it out. Check it out. Definitely. I seen, like I said, my 5 top videos of yours is Stay Focused, Wild Out, R.I.P. Mama, For My Hood, but you said that's not yours, that's your brother's song. So, but still I like that.
Yeah, already.
And Pray For Me. And, I love your titles of your song because it's positive. And,
Right,
that's what we need. We need a lot of people out there, the drill music. I don't care for the drill music. I'm not a fan of the drill music. So how you have the name titles, they're positive, and what is the hardest song you had to write or do?
Would you say it again?
What was the hardest song that you had to write or perform?
What was the song was the hardest to write? It comes natural because really how I write my songs, I just go back to my Facebook posts. My quotes I be writing, I just take some of that and put it in my song.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice. That's different.
Yeah, that's what I do. Because every day I'm saying something motivational. And so I go back, okay, I like what it said, and then take a little of this shit, put it right there, put it the next day or whatever. I go back about 10 years, always talking positive. Just put it in a song. That's how I make a lot of my songs.
How about start doing some like positive, like couple quotations? I think that would make a difference because you're an OG, and I think the younger generation needs to hear some positive about being in a relationship because it doesn't take one person, it takes two. And these kids are the ones that are suffering, and people don't realize when you guys go through a divorce or if you're cheating on your partner, get rid of them. Don't make them go through heartaches because the kids are going to get affected by it. And I think you could make a big difference in a lot of younger generation, with your positive, but add some positive quotations on your daily basis of couples because you and your wife are making it out there, right? And it's hard to do. My ex-husband was an artist and he was in the industry and it was very hard. I wasn't as into the industry, but I was, and then I slowed down in it. And, I think we need more motivation in that. It's okay to love a rapper. It's okay to love a singer. You know what I'm saying? And we need more quotes like that because out there, it's a tough world. But men can't live without females. Females can't live without the men. And I could see you doing some positive quotations like that.
Man, I seen it. What'd you say? What you say at the end?
I said I could see you doing some positive quotations for power for couples.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That's why we did the song the way we did it. All I needed you song. Let them know I won't lie to you. I will always tell the truth. You can find PUSSY anywhere.
Right.
But a good woman is hard to find. So if you got a good woman, like my wife, she only had one man out of her whole life. You know, there can't too many women say that.
Right.
So I know she, with the cheating stuff, you know, she stayed loyal to the dude until I came around. Took that, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but,
That's
yeah,
loyalty
you
is
know,
major. People don't have loyalty nowadays. That's the problem. You know, people say,
right.
"Oh, I'm loyal," but they're really not loyal. And that's what the problem is. You know, you got to look up in the dictionary what loyalty means, guys and females. Because if you don't fit that category, don't say you're loyalty or
Yeah,
loyal,
right.
because it's false. You're lying. You're lying to you. You're lying to God. You're lying to your partner, and that's important.
Yeah. Look, I look at it, the reason why I don't, because I don't have time to argue with nobody. You know, everything start out good, but then when the bumper roads get to coming, that's when they get real. So people get fake when things get real, so I ain't even chancing that right now. I want to stay focused, keep doing what I'm doing, staying in my lane, I'm happy, I'm getting money, you know, God blessing me. Hey, everything going right in my life. So why should I mess it up by going to try to cheat? I don't think with my digging. I don't think with that head down there. You know what I'm saying? He like Credible Hawk. He got a mind of his own, but I got to control him. You know what I'm saying? So good. I'm strong
Yes.
in that department now.
And God gave you a second chance of life because you're not in jail. You got a great job. You know, you're motivating other people, and you're doing things for the community. You're doing the kids' talent party. You're doing an award show, and you're not charging. You know, a lot of people don't do that, and they're okay with the money, but they get greedy, and that's the problem in this industry. You get too greedy, and then you're not really working for God. You're really working for the devil, because all you're thinking about is money, 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 money. you
Yeah.
know People think because I got my podcast, oh, she's rich, oh, this, that. I bust my ass. I work 2 part-time jobs. I'm a single mom of 3 kids, and doing my Iccy Show. I'm self-made. I made my Iccy Show. And everything I like, my shirts, they cost money. Stickers, they cost money. The only thing I want to do is I want to find an investor to come out with my lingerie. I have a lingerie wear that I want to come out with, but my concept is totally different. So it's called Gigi's Wetwear, and then it's different how I want to. My lingerie isn't like Victoria's Secrets. Mine is gonna be like Frederick or Hollywood, like bringing that sexiness, like for all sizes. Because a lot of females that are chubby, they like to shut the light off. So the man, they don't get that, they're spending all this money on the lingerie, and then they're not getting the pleasure because the lady's shutting the lights off. So I want my lingerie to fit all sizes, make the queen feel like a queen, not feel like, oh, I just got to do this for my man doesn't cheat on me. But really, you should feel good in the lingerie. You should feel like you're the sexiest woman for your man.
Right, right.
So,
It's all about the connection. So y'all gotta motivate each other.
right.
Come out that shower. Oh, yeah, go. Yeah. You mean, come out that shower like, I got 15 because you hungry.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You
And that's
gotta have fun with it. You gotta have fun with it. That's what it's about. About having fun.
right. And that's important. You should always, like, all sizes matter. It doesn't matter if you're skinny, you're fat, overweight, nothing. There's always to the heart, and big ladies are very sexy. It's just that they have extra meat. Even the skinny ones, they want to gain weight because they feel like the man's not attracted to them because they're too skinny. And this is a problem that I talk to a lot of men, and they tell me this. I talk to a lot of women, they tell me the same thing, and I'm like, all women are sexy, all men are sexy. It doesn't mean a big man is not going to be sexy, a thin man's not going to be sexy. You got to go for the heart. All looks is not the problem. You got to go for the heart. If you want a real heart, you need to accept some of the you know, what they look like. They might be missing a tooth, or that, you know, that you might not like the haircut, or, you know, everything means something. And this is important because we need more real love. And that's the problem. When we're growing up, we had CCD, we had Bible studies. That's why I started doing my Bible study show on Tuesdays on the Iccy Show, because we don't have enough of love. Real love is very hard to find nowadays. Really is. Even to have a good friend you can trust. You know, not everyone has the not loyalty. And loyalty, you gotta have loyalty first and then the love. But love is important, because if you can't love someone, then you shouldn't be in a relationship. And I salute to you and your queen for many years to come. I want to come to your anniversary when you guys are 50 years married together. I want to be there to pop that champagne with you guys, because I really see the true love. Like when you look at you look at her, you both look so happy, like real happy, not that fake baloney, you know, that's out there. Like you really look happy, and that's good to have someone that supports you, like I said, and be a team. You can't be a solo and try to be a team. A team makes a dream work, and people don't realize that. It really does. They're too selfish.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because when I first met her, my ex used to say this here about her. See, you ain't got this, you got this. I said, but she different. You know, she got a good heart. She genuine. She a baller. She laid back. She like to laugh like me. I'm cool with that. That's all I want peace.
Right.
I can have a woman with millions of dollars, but if you ain't peaceful, you ain't shit.
Yeah, it's true.
Real. I want peace.
Yep. Real
Uh,
men, that's what real men, they need peace, at, you know, in their mind, and especially when you've been through jail and you've been through like tragic things. That's important, because they already been through the hell. They don't want to keep on going through hell, arguing every day, or, you
yeah,
know, not being happy. Happy is the key. You got to be happy, live life, at least you're healthy. You know, there's a lot of people dying left and right, and, you know, cancer, you know, all these diseases that are popping up. And that, you know, I commend you 1000%, because what you got going on is all positive, and I feel like you're different, unlike these other artists that are out there. And I feel like you could make a change for the younger generation, you know,
appreciate it.
going around the schools, you know, talking to them, being like, I used to hit the streets. Let them be honest with them so they understand. That's what we need. We need real honesty when we're talking and we're preaching to the younger generation, like what you've been through, that you can be true to them, so they'd be like, oh, if he can, you know, you hit the streets, you were in jail, but look at your job now. Look at what you got. Look what you're doing for your community. We need more people like that. If we all
Right,
come together like that in
right,
everyone's community, we are the ones to make the change for the streets. We are the ones to make it a better life. We're the ones to help one. If someone has a job, a business, and you could put someone else on, give them a job, that's important. You're getting them off the streets, you know. Um, and I'm lost for words. What you do, to make time to be a husband, to work your job, to, you know, do the award show, to do a kids talent party. You know, that's important. You know, you're doing a lot, and God is great, and people have to realize God is great. God does wonders. God made you stay out of jail so you could be a dad. You can be a grandfather. You could be a husband. You could be a best friend. You could be a motivator. You know, that's important. And I salute to you. Maybe one day you can open a business, like having out here in Boston, they don't have like for single fathers, they don't have like a shelters for them. They only have it for the moms. So I feel like that's discrimination to the guys. You know, I think it should be equal.
yeah. Uh, I even reached out to a lot of artists and let them know, man, we can't come together and feed the community. So you know, if we go to the club and perform, it's me versus you. I'm toughest, I'm this and that. If we come together and feed the community, feel love for each other. That's gonna bring us closer together. Then when we go to the clubs, we building the bonds. Then we can get on the highway and do what we need to do. But if we can't get the community to come together, where y'all hearts at?
Right.
I go to my neighborhood. I go to somebody I don't like neighborhood. I go to neighborhood and feed the community. I just my hood out of my pocket. You know,
Wow.
a lot of people donate. A lot of people donate. They help artists never come together. But they lost. I get blessed because I bless others. God
Right.
knows what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? God knows my heart. I follow God lead. God said, okay, we'll do this right here. I'm gonna do that. God
Yeah.
said, do this right here. I'm gonna do that. If I don't get the feedback I want, but I still need what God wanted me to do. So I'm cool. And like I said, I'm in my lane. I'm on the highway. See, there ain't no cars on there with me by myself. If people
Yeah.
with that's it, you know. Heard about nothing. For real. I reached out to everybody. I reached out. I'm tired of reaching out. I got a song called I'm Gone. I say a lot of these niggas mad at me, knowing their way they gonna stop me. When I reach out to love, they ain't wanna get at me. I'm gone. Hate, I'm gone. You know? I'm gone. Ain't no more reaching out. Y'all gotta reach out to me. Now y'all gotta pay. When I wanna give y'all something free, y'all want it. Now you gotta pay. But
Right.
I gotta I see how long you been doing this?
I've been in the music industry since 2008. And then I've been doing my show for 3.5 years. And your number 434 interviews I've done in 3.5 years.
You ever try to do music too?
I'm on a couple of songs with a couple of artists, but I'm not a singer. I'm just a host. I love to do the hosting. And
Got it. Got it. Good stuff. Got it.
yeah.
All right.
I love to, talk to people. I try to make a change. I know a lot of people in the streets and all over the world, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I try to get them out of the streets by talking to them because they don't have that straightforward. I'm an honest person, and I'm not perfect, but I'll tell you, like, oh, your shirt looks ugly, instead of someone saying, oh, that looks fly, but it doesn't match. Why are you gonna be telling someone, oh, that's fly because it's Gucci? No, you want to be honest because you want someone to be honest with you. And I tell a lot of people, you want to be gang banging, but you don't want to be turning around and thinking about your own children that need you to be
Right.
a father. And
I'm
you want yeah, and you wouldn't want your kids to be a gangbanger, so you want to make a change. They see my dad, oh, my dad's not in the streets no more. My dad's being a dad. Who cares about working at McDonald's? Who cares working at Burger King? These are jobs. At least it's legit money that you can't go to jail because you got money coming in. You got a job. At least it's a job. And, I know a lot of guys that are in the streets. They won't work at McDonald's. They won't work at fast food because they'd say it's, oh, I'm too good for that. Too good, but you're too good to go to jail? What you gonna do when you go to jail? You think your kids are gonna get paid? You think then your kids are gonna hit the block. Your kids are gonna go rob. Your kids are gonna go steal because there's no one to provide for them.
right. Right.
And it's important. It really is important to understand that. And you made a change, and you're a good role model for the younger generation and these kids that are on the streets. And I wish, like how you motivate in about guns down, stop the violence. Like, people on the streets, I understand everyone saying protect, you need a gun to protect, but get your license to carry. But I understand if you have a felony, you can't get your license to carry. But I think there should be a law. If you're in a sticky situation and you're trying to make a change, you got a job. If you had a job for 5 years, we'll use 5 years as a good example, and you keep that job for 5 years, you should be able to get your license to carry. If you haven't gotten arrested or you haven't gone, in trouble, and you're making a change, I feel like everyone in the United States should be able to be licensed to carry, because this generation is crazy. I mean, left and right, there's police brutality. There's different things happening. The police need to work with the people in the streets so we can make that change, so they can feel safer. these younger children, they see all this police brutality, they're not going to want to call 911. They're going to be too scared if emergency happens to pick up the phone to call 911. You know, and they might see someone getting hurt, and they're going to be, if I call 911, I'm going to get killed by the police. And that's how we're going to make a change. We're going to show the generation it's okay to call 911 when you need help. It's okay to go to a police officer if you need help. You know, and when we were growing up, they used to have the DARE program. The police used to go to the school, talk to the kids about the drugs. I don't see that happening no more at schools. They've taken a lot of things away. We used to have Smokey the Bear, you know, about fires. They don't talk about that no more. And that's stuff that we grew up on, and that would stick with us to, you know, oh, if I smoke, I could throw the cigarette out the window. I could start a forest fire. You know, these are things what we was growing up, and it stuck with us. And these generation, you talk about Smokey the Bear, and they be like, who the hell is that? And it's like, you don't know who he is? And then you got to start talking about the generation. And that's why I started doing my Bible studies, because I did a cookout for the kids on the block in my neighborhood. They were playing with my son. I'm the house in the summertime. All the kids, they come to my house because I interact with the children. I'm not judging nobody. I never judge nobody. The only person everyone has to judge to is God. He's going to be either let you through those gates or close the gates on you. And this is the time to make a change. And these kids were over the house. They didn't know what I said. Oh, I got to go. We got church. We got, because on Sundays, my church does it online. And they said, church, what's that? Then I start talking about the Bible. They didn't even know what a Bible was. 11 years old. They didn't know what a Bible is. That's sad. Very sad.
Right. Yeah, real cartoon. Cartoon these days, they shoot in person.
Right.
Yeah. I'm going to go back on something you said earlier. Say, see something, somebody might have hurt. It might be ugly to you, but somebody else lying to you. A real friend gonna tell you something that you don't want to tell yourself.
Facts.
They tell you what you need to hear, not what you want.
Facts.
That's real loyalty right there.
Yes. Yes.
You got feelings and lie to them, let them just be crash dummies.
Right.
That's like me, like my kids. You ain't gotta like me. I'm not gonna change who I am, because I'm gonna tell you what's real.
Right.
You rather hang around fake all your life, that's on you. But I'm gonna tell you what's real.
Yeah.
You're gonna bump your head eventually, and you're gonna wake up. But I ain't changing. I don't care. I made you. That's the person out talking about on Facebook. I love you.
Yeah, it's true. You know, that it's important. It's really important, you know, because and you know, I've been doing the Bible studies, and at first everyone's like, oh, you can't be doing that. Oh, you're breaking the law. You're doing this. I asked my minister. He gave me the okay. If my minister gives me the okay, I'm not breaking no laws. I'm talking about the Lord, what we need to do. When we were growing up, when we had, if you're at your friend's house and it's Wednesday or Tuesday or whatever the day is, and they're doing Bible studies, you locked at that house. They made you stay at that house. So now we need to lock in about God. We need to talk about Jesus. We need to talk all this bad stuff. You know, people are doing more bad. They say, oh, God's not real. God's not good. God, he does the devil things because he wouldn't let the corona come out. All these people dying. But think about it. People don't talk about God. And God is positive. God is love. We need more real love in the world. You know, if you know your neighbor needs sugar, we used to give sugar. If you know your neighbor needed this, you know, we shared. People don't share no more. They're selfish. They're not.
Yeah. Hey, I saw this. I went to a basketball game, a junior high school basketball game, right? So one of the principals from was there. I was doing the coach. He told me, "Oh yeah, last time you came, we was such and such percent in behavior. Since you can't speak now, we up now." And that just made me feel good, you know. Like I probably didn't, you know. The kids just changed on their own. It probably didn't work, but by her telling me that felt good. It felt good to me, real.
Yeah, I feel good. I feel good doing the Bible studies. I feel like I make a difference. Like, you know, when I first started doing it, not that many people tune in. Now people tune into my Bible studies because I read. I don't do it like an hour, 2 hours, like how we were forced to. I only do 15, 20 minutes, and I read it from my children's Bible, so kids can understand it. I'm out there preaching to the kids. The adults know what's right and from wrong. These children don't know. So that's why I read from the children's Bible, just a little chapter. And I've been interacting, having my son be a co-host a lot because, maybe if they see another child, then it's okay. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these kids, they're lost. And we're the ones that made them lost because, we're out doing this, we're out doing that, we're going this way, we're going that way, we're enjoying life. But what about the children? We need them to enjoy life. We need to include them. We need to be honest. We need to be loyalty. I live by the triple L's: life, love, loyalty. That's what I live by. And everyone should start listening when I say that. I mean it. And it will help you a lot. It really will.
It take a warrior. It takes a warrior to talk about God.
Yes.
That's like if somebody smoking weed, they rather hit that weed try instead of trying to know God because they want to feel fly.
Yes.
You feel me? I can tell people I got my life right with God, but the gangsters still keep that foolishness over there. I'm just a positive brother. I'm still me, but my mind's different.
Right.
Things totally different. So by me being one of the street dudes around here and stepping away, talking about God, being a role model. Oh, he'll coward, he'll pussy now, he'll about that life. I'm happy. I ain't looking over my shoulder. I ain't beefing with nobody. My credit getting right. My bank account getting right. You see me smiling on all my pictures. They ain't looking for it. I'm good. You feel?
Yes, yes. I know what you're talking about. I've been smoking weed since I was 15 years old. I'm 43 years old, right?
Yeah.
In November, I got a blood clot. And I got blood clots before, but this one is in my artery to my heart. So I'm on a waiting list to have a heart surgery in April because of the lockup on the ORs. I'm on a waiting list. So they're gonna go through my right vein and replace it to my heart. That's gonna be in April. But the thing is, I've been smoking. I used to smoke a half ounce of weed a day to myself, right?
Yeah.
And when I got that blood clot, when I got the other blood clots, I would still smoke. This year, when I started doing the Bible studies, I think 13 weeks ago, so it was before November, God made me stop. I believe in that truly in my heart because any other blood clot I got, I would continue puffing, puffing. In November, I stopped. I stopped cold turkey. I didn't even slow down, one blunt here, two blunt there. No, I stopped like this. I woke up. I said, I'm not smoking weed no more. Everyone thought I was kidding. They'll come up, twist it, be like, twist that up. Let's smoke. I said, I don't smoke no more. They're like, they don't believe me. And they're like, oh, you're getting God to you too much. And I said, no, I'm going to heaven. I need to make a role model for everyone. And if I can make a change with one person, that at least I did my job. You know what I'm saying? I don't criticize anybody who's smoking weed. I don't care anything. What I care is about everyone to be safety and be healthy. You know what I'm saying? And with all this corona going on, it's too serious out there. And I smoked the blunt for the OG because I would be on set and only be smoking with him. And so I smoked one when I did a tribute to him.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I don't smoke no more. And everyone's like, you're gonna start smoking again. Nah, that was just that one time I dedicated to him, and that was it. I don't want it no more. I got weed right here. It's been sitting there for 2 months. I didn't even touch it. It's sitting right there. And I don't care for it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm blessed. But I feel like, yes. Yes. And I feel like God, you know, when you come closer to God, God helps you. God takes away the bad that's around you to make you come up more. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand that. Like the streets, you get away from the streets. And then, but I still talk to the people in the streets because I don't judge them. You know why? Because, like I said, they are the only ones that could, God's the one that's going to open that door or
It
close
might,
the
it
door.
might, it might take you for the change. You know what I'm saying? That's why you reach out to people. Like my pastor used to brag. He say, Didi out there, Didi out there doing what y'all deacon brothers need to be doing.
Right.
I post on my Facebook page, who want to go to church with me, I come pick you up. He always say, what y'all deacons brothers need to be doing that. He out there being fruitful. He bring
Yeah.
people to church.
Yeah.
I don't mind, man. I like being.
So let them know your social media. Let them know where they can go check your music out. Let them know, you know, any of your information. Give your shout outs or anything we didn't bring up, sir.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to God. I want to give a shout out to Ike for
Thank you.
representing like she do. If y'all don't know who she is, y'all rock with her. She's real motivational. I thought I was going to get on here and motivate her, but she motivated me. So you know that's good. You heard me? She talking
Yes.
about God, and I feel the passion. She's passionate about what she's doing. She's doing nothing, getting no followers. She's passionate about helping people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And be honest with you, hey, I'm gonna represent for you. Lead it. I want to come be the person you put on the show, let you host it, and we gonna turn up. You know what I'm
I
saying? Like I say, appreciate you for loving that. Stay focused. Video the bar. Stay focused on what y'all need to do. Stay focused out there. It's easy to get off track. Don't get off track. That's with people that's not on track and not trying to get on track. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So,
Yes.
yeah, I'm going to my YouTube. Number 2, CLEAN Entertainment. Too Clean Entertainment. Y'all follow me on Facebook. And just go to number 2, CLEAN. I just got my LLCs. God for the blessing me to do big things. And like I say, Icey motivated me, Mama. I needed this right.
Thank
Real.
you.
I really needed this shit. It really motivated me. I promise you, I needed it right here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, simply cash up. I'm gonna cash out you something just for doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? I know you wasn't expecting nothing like that, but I just want to do this. Real
Thank
talk.
you.
You
Thank you.
I feel your soul. I listen to you, but I feel your soul. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you. I appreciate that.
Your heart, you got a good heart. It's gonna be
Thank
a better heart. You know what I'm
thank
saying?
you.
So
I
you all
appreciate
right. You strong. I like what you're doing. You know what I'm
thank
saying?
you.
We're gonna keep going first with everything we do, we're gonna be all right.
Yes. Amen to that.
Stop and
Definitely.
say, hey, send me your cash here.
All right, sir. I appreciate you definitely 1000%. And you know, anything you got going on for promotion, just tag my page. And anytime you need an interview, you know, to like promote you, let me know. I'm booked until May, but I can get, you know, I'll go above and beyond for you because I see what you're doing for the children. You're making a big difference for your community, and that's hard to find people like you. Really is. It really, really is.
Yeah, I'm gonna make something off next time. You know, when I was gonna leave and go see the truck, and when you say you home, I looked at my phone, it was 5 o'clock. So, okay, you're on that coast somewhere, so the hours gonna be different. And so that kind of messed me up, but we still made the best out of a bad situation. Like what you say with the weed situation, you got control of the weed ain't got control of you. That's strong
Right.
mind. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? That's like when you argue with somebody. You got to control the situation. Don't let the situation control you.
Fact.
That's what
Facts.
it's about. Have
Yes.
self-control,
Yes.
self-motivated, self-love. You're going to be all right.
Yes.
You might be motivated. Right.
And congratulations. I seen your award. You got LLC. Congratulations. I seen that. I shared that today. You know, that's a boss move right there. And you know, people don't believe in themselves. And I salute to you. You're doing a lot of stuff for your community. Make sure you go check this gentleman out. He's doing Guns Down, Stop the Violence. And also he's doing Kids Talent Party. Make sure you go check out the dates. I shared it on my page. I'm going to share his whole thing. He got everything going down with the calendar. I'm going to send it again. And I appreciate you anytime. Come on the Iccy Show. Maybe one day if you come to Boston, we could do this interview in person. But I definitely would like to have you again on my Iccy Show. Let me know what your schedule and we'll get that on. So when you're not at work, so you can enjoy it more.
I'm gonna see my schedule. Make sure I take off with it's my overtime still. I had to come in and get that money, you know. It's my overtime still. But I'm gonna make sure I take off. What up, Zach? You gonna handle that? You gonna handle that? Yeah. Make sure I take off and go get it in. We can sit down, we hear each other. Well, I just sit back, play one of my videos, let me see the video. I'm gonna talk to Johnny. I said, I'm gonna talk to Johnny. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. All right. Yeah. Like I said, this was my overtime shift. We couldn't hear at first, but we made the best out of it. You don't hear nothing noise out here, but it's good enough to hear. And like I say, I got a lot of good energy out of this right here. Real talk. You see my mind, you know, it's free.
Yes. And I appreciate you doing the award show. You know, salute to you. A lot of people don't do that. And, you know, I really salute to you 1,000%. You deserve an award yourself for how much what you're doing. You do a great job. Keep up the good work. Don't let no one stop you. I love your wife, how she's interacting with you. I love that. I really, really do. And I'm always about, you know, more couples need to come together. And I can see the real love. And I love that. I really do. And many years to come, and I want to be there at the 50-year anniversary, popping a bottle with you guys for sure.
All right.
All right. Much love and respect.
You know how everybody say one love? It's two love, baby.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, stay up.
Okay, you too, sir.
Send me cash out, baby. Don't love, get love, you heard me?
I got
love
right.
don't have a color. That you my sister. Yeah.
I appreciate you, sir. Definitely. I definitely.
Right.
Thank you. Everyone, it's your girl, G Girl. I appreciate you coming on the Iccy Show from Boston, 617 to Louisiana. Look at him working over there. That's work. A real man working and getting an interview at the same time. That's what he's dedicated to, his job and his being an artist, and he's doing some big things for his community. Put the guns down. Stop the violence. That's major.
Already.
All right, King. I appreciate you. Much love and respect. Make sure you respect this OG over here. He's doing good things for your community. From the Iccy Show is giving him an award through verbal. I wish I could give him an award myself, but he's doing some great things for your community. We need a lot more people like him around. If you can make a change in your community, make sure you do it. Because, you know, it starts with us for our children and our grandchildren. If we don't, they're not going to have nothing. I appreciate you taking the time. Make sure you link with me again on the Iccy Show with your date so I can get you on. Have a blessed night. Let's go. 2022 is a big year. Let's make it a positive for everyone around the world. God bless everyone. Stay healthy. Masks up. And thank you. One love.
Hey, we're going to end it like this right here. So I say, so I say.
So Iccy, baby. All right, stay healthy and God bless.
All right, God bless later.
All right, good night, everyone.
All right.
So it's your girl, G Girl. If you want to be a guest on the Iccy Show, inbox your girl, Jackie Brown with 2 C's, I.E. Brown. I'm booked until May 2022, but I do have some cancellations. Inbox me and I got you. And we are international. And make sure you go support that gentleman, Demetris Stewart from Louisiana. That was interview 434 interviews I've done in 3.5 years. I don't think you know anybody that's done that in that many interviews in that short of a time. God bless everyone. Stay healthy. One love from the Iccy Show to Louisiana to your home. Let's get it. Tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m., I'm going to, on the Iccy Showw cooking channel, I'm going to show you how to make chicken pot pie. And tune in at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. I got Melodic and Dead Eyes from Brockton, Massachusetts. God bless everyone. And R.I.P. Don Hazel, a legend from Boston.